it's Amelia Ann from the blog unorganizedcrazyperfection.weebly.com, and today I'm starting a new series called Repurpose Leftovers. It's one of my favorite things to do and favorite ways to save money. Today we are going to be repurposing a classic meal that most people eat on a pretty regular regular schedule for a regular dinner, I guess I should say, and it is spaghetti. Now, I make my spaghetti with all kinds of stuff in it. My sauce is tomatoes, cut up squash into like little I dice them with diced tomatoes, diced squash, either zucchini or yellow squash, mushrooms. I only use a half a pound of hamburger in them, garlic, onions, tomato sauce or paste, whatever I have on hand. And then sometimes I put, if I don't have enough tomato sauce, I always keep a traditional jar of spaghetti sauce to put into it. And then just regular wheat noodles. Well, we had a lot of leftovers last time, and this is the second container of it. We already ate the first one, and I ate some of it this morning for breakfast because I've just been eating leftovers the last few days. Tried to use them up, and today we are going to repurpose it into a new meal. So first thing you want to do is you need a bowl or a pan that's oven safe. We're just using this circular one since I only have one container of spaghetti. And you just want to plop your spaghetti into it and just, kind of mush it up. Mix it up a little bit, get some of that sauce that's on the bottom into it, and kind of smush it down. Just like that. Next, we are going to cut up some fresh tomatoes. And I'm having a heck of a time opening these. Ugh. So we're going to start with this big guy. Cut him up. Just dice him. Weird. Okie dokie. Whoa. Okay. Make sure you cut out the center of it. I don't like the center of it. You might like it. Get back into the viewfinder a little bit. There we go. And then you just want to chop these up. You can chop them up little, big, depending on how you like your tomatoes. I don't really have a specific, like, they have to be this way. I kind of like mine a little bit chunky. And as you're chopping them up, you can go ahead and add them to your spaghetti mixture. It's already really tomatoey anyways, but I just like a lot of fresh food in my food. So I'm going to put lots of tomatoes. You can put mushrooms in it if you would rather have mushrooms, or mushrooms and tomatoes. We're just turning this spaghetti into like a spaghetti casserole. It's not going to change the way it tastes too much, but it would just be another option of eating your leftovers. Because let me tell you, after 3 meals of eating spaghetti, I'm ready for some change. Okay, one tomato did pretty good actually. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And And then I'm also going to add some green onions. Now, I freeze my green onions. I chop them all up, and my regular onions, especially when they're on sale. Like, I think I got my last regular onions I got were 39 cents for 3 pounds. So I got tons, like 3 bags of them. And I just chop them all up, and I freeze them, and they taste fine. You know, you don't want to freeze them if you want them like on sandwiches or a little bit bigger chunks. But you want to add I do the same with green, and I add the green onions. You don't have to add green onions, you use regular. I love green onions. So, that's what I'm adding. And then you want to top it off with some mozzarella cheese. Now, I always use blocked mozzarella cheese, and I shred it myself. Or any kind of cheese, really, because I feel like if I have to sit there and shred it, I use less, and I usually do. If it's just shredded in a bag, and where I get my cheese at, it's cheaper than shredded, like 20 cents. Not a big difference, but it adds up. Okay, and then you can top this with some breadcrumbs if you'd like to, or I'm going to top mine, because I cannot find my breadcrumbs, with some fried onion, or whatever they're called. What are these called? Fried onions. They're my favorite. Just a little bit. And then you want to bake it on 350 until it starts bubbling a little bit. The cheese is melted. Everything's in here, you know, the spaghetti's already cooked. The onions, tomatoes, you just want to simmer those down. But that is what it looks like before it's cooked, and I'm going to go pop it in the oven, and we will be back when it's done. Okay, so we let it cook for about 15-20 minutes at 350, and it looks like this. Looks so delicious. Now I'm going to just spoon some out. Oh, hear that crunch? Yeah. Into a bowl. Just a little bit for now. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's what it looks like. Has the spaghetti on the bottom, those onions and tomatoes with cheese, and those fried crunchy onions on top. So just let me go ahead and dive right into it and taste it. Those are delicious. The tomatoes are still kind of not cooked down as much, so they just have a little bit of crunch. And those fried onions on top are just absolutely delicious. And it's just something different. You know, like, you wouldn't expect putting fried onions on a spaghetti casserole. And it's just delicious. Very good. So I give this leftover repurpose 2 thumbs up. Yay. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you some ideas how to use that leftover spaghetti when you get sick of just regular spaghetti. And I hope you have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.